Dating a married man comes with a lot of responsibility and creative planning. It takes work to conceal the relationship and great lengths to maintain it. But why not put all that work into renewing your relationship with your wife instead? Delving into the world of concealed relationships, we're faced with a myriad of questions. Why do some men choose this path? What are the emotional implications for both parties involved, and how do they manage to keep it a secret? The answers to these questions aren't always straightforward, as they're deeply rooted in the complex dynamics between men and women. Women, often emotionally invested, may find themselves tangled in an intricate web of feelings, while men, driven more by physical needs, might sustain such relationships for years. Today we'll be unraveling the well-kept secrets of dating a married man, exploring the nuances that keep such relationships alive. As we delve into the topic, remember, someone usually gets hurt in this process. First, let's talk about time. It is of the essence in such relationships. When it comes to dating a married man, one of the most crucial aspects is his availability. The man often has specific times of the day when he can spend time with the other woman. These instances are usually during the day, perhaps during work hours or lunch breaks. Why so? Well, it's a simple matter of pragmatism and caution. During these hours, he's less likely to raise suspicions, and it's easier to explain his absence. Nights, on the other hand, are usually off limits. This is the time when he needs to play his role as a husband, be at home with his family, and maintain the facade of a happy marriage. Spending nights away might raise eyebrows, provoke questioning, and potentially expose the secret relationship. Therefore, nights are a no-go zone. Now you might wonder, isn't this an inconvenience for the other woman? Absolutely. The limited time shared can lead to feelings of frustration and dissatisfaction. After all, it's only natural to want to spend more time with someone you're involved with. However, in this scenario, the demands of the other woman for more time often go unmet. The man's availability is limited and he can't risk deviating from his routine, so time becomes a precious commodity, rationed and carefully managed. The other woman has to adapt to this schedule, accept the limited shared time, and learn to cope with the frustration that comes with it. As you can see, the time factor plays a significant role in maintaining such relationships. It's a delicate balancing act of managing time, maintaining secrecy, and trying to fulfill the expectations of both parties. So, time, or the lack of it, is one of the first secrets in managing such relationships. It's a secret that's carefully guarded, and one that both parties have to navigate with care and discretion. Scene script. Next we come to the holiday blues. Now picture this, it's holiday season, a time typically filled with joy, laughter, and shared moments with loved ones. But for the other woman in this scenario, it's a starkly different experience. You see, holidays are usually off the table when dating a married man. The reason? He needs to maintain a semblance of normalcy in his marriage. It's during these festive times where families gather and celebrate together that he must be present and play the part of the devoted husband and father. This is not because he necessarily wants to, but because it's a necessity. An absence or change in his behavior during these times could raise eyebrows and invite unwanted questions, and questions could lead to the unveiling of the secret affair. So what does this mean for the other woman? It means that she finds herself alone during the times people are usually surrounded by their loved ones. She spends her holidays waiting, hoping for a call or a message, knowing all too well that it might never come. The tinsel, the holiday music, the cheer all seem to mock her solitude. While the rest of the world is immersed in celebration, she is engulfed in a wave of loneliness. She watches as he appears to be normal and in sync with his family, while she is left in the shadows. The holidays, which are meant to be a time of joy and togetherness, become a reminder of her hidden and solitary status. She might try to distract herself, keep busy, but the holiday blues are not easily shaken off. The silence of her phone is a stark reminder of her reality. The merriment around her only amplifies the silence in her own life. This is the harsh reality of being the other woman during the holiday season. It's a time of solitude and reflection rather than celebration. The festive lights may twinkle, but they shed light on a painful truth. She is alone. Holidays, therefore, become a time of solitude and not celebration. Now let's talk about phone communication. A crucial element in the clandestine relationship between a married man and his other woman is the telephone. It's a lifeline, a tether, a means of staying connected, but what kind of connection is this really? The phone calls are usually short, crisp, and to the point. They are often squeezed into those fleeting moments of safe time, the stolen moments when he's certain his wife won't be around to overhear. He might ask about your day, but more often than not, the conversation is focused on arranging the next rendezvous or discussing specific details of the illicit relationship. Now, don't be surprised if he has a second phone. Yes, a secret phone, one his wife doesn't know about. This is a common tool in the arsenal of a man who's leading a double life. It's his private line, his other line. But remember, this doesn't mean long, leisurely romantic calls. No, the second phone doesn't change the essential nature of the communication. The calls are still brief, businesslike, and very restricted. You might find yourself longing for those late-night, soul-bearing conversations that are a hallmark of most relationships. You might yearn to share the little triumphs and tragedies of your day, to delve into deep, meaningful conversations, to just hear his voice at the end of a long day. But these are luxuries that the other woman often cannot afford, for the phone is not a romantic hotline but a practical tool. So in the grand scheme of things, what does the phone represent? It's not a bridge but a barrier. It's not a conduit of connection but a symbol of the restrictions and limitations that define this relationship. It's a constant reminder of the clandestine, the hidden, the secret. It underscores the reality that this relationship operates under a different set of rules, a different paradigm. The phone, instead of being a connection, becomes a symbol of restraint. It's a stark reminder of the boundaries that can't be crossed, the lines that can't be blurred, the promises that can't be made. This is the reality of dating a married man. Then, there are the matters of sex and promises. The intimate encounters in these clandestine relationships are often prioritized. Every stolen moment is seized, every opportunity for physical connection is exploited. This is not merely a product of desire, but also of necessity. Time is a scarce commodity in these affairs, and the man feels compelled to make the most of it. Yet these passionate rendezvous come with their own set of restrictions. The man's possessiveness often forbids the woman from exploring relationships with others. He is not merely content with having a piece of the pie, he wants the whole dessert to himself. This possessiveness can manifest as jealousy, limiting the woman's freedom and personal growth. It can foster a sense of isolation, as the woman finds herself bound by unspoken rules and unfulfilled desires. But what about the promises? The sweet nothings whispered in the cover of darkness. The vows of leaving his wife, of starting anew. These promises are the proverbial carrot dangled in front of the woman, keeping her captivated and hopeful. They are the lifeline she clings onto, the dreams she nurtures. But here's the bitter truth. These promises rarely materialize. Why? Because the man is caught in a web of his own making. The thought of disrupting his family, of shattering the facade he has so carefully constructed, is daunting. He is unwilling to bear the brunt of his actions, to face the consequences of his choices. So he keeps the game going, feeding the woman morsels of hope, prolonging the inevitable. In the end, these promises often remain just that, promises. They are words carried away by the wind, leaving behind a trail of broken hearts and shattered dreams. It's a harsh reality to face, but an important one. Because in this game of secret love and broken vows, the one who usually ends up hurt is the woman. Promises in these situations often remain just that, promises. In conclusion, dating a married man is a complex and hurtful process. It's a labyrinth of emotions, secrecy, and often heartbreak. However, it's important to remember that you are deserving of a relationship that is healthy, respectful, and transparent. You're worth more than being someone's second choice or secret affair. Your time, your love, and your emotions are valuable commodities, and they should be given to someone who can reciprocate in equal measure. It's essential to steer clear of such scenarios where you're set up for emotional hardship. Instead, invest your energy in fostering relationships that inspire growth, respect, and mutual love. Relationships should uplift you, not bring you down or force you into a corner. Remember, you deserve to be loved and respected. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and share this video with a friend. You just might make a difference in their life.